President Neil McCabe, One American News. What is your message to the people of Taiwan, and how would you fix that crisis if you were president today?
Well, it's a crisis that would not have happened. For 4 years we went, 4 years, and we never had a problem. And now all of a sudden we have a problem. And Nancy Pelosi was a very poor representative for us. She shouldn't have done what she did. Because all of a sudden I think he gave China its greatest wish, because now they have a reason to do something. It was a big mistake to do what she did. And I will tell you, it wouldn't have happened and it shouldn't happen, but we'll have to watch it very closely.
Mr. President, Brian Glenn, Right Side Broadcasting Network, can you comment on how dominant Trump-endorsed candidates have been so far in the primaries and they're going towards the midterms?
Well, they have been from the beginning. You could go right back to 2016 when I was endorsing people, but for the last year, and now in particular for the last couple of months, it's been amazing. As you know, the other night we went 43-0, and in Tennessee we went 8-0, and we're just getting great people in. We're getting great, strong, patriotic people in. But to have that kind of a sway and influence for the good of our country is a tremendous thing. I take it very seriously. But it's been incredible. You look at Carrie Lake, you look at Tudor, who I just said hello to, Blake Masters, and they started off somewhere in the group, and they ended up really being rocket ships. So it's a tremendous thing. I think we're going to have tremendous support. This guy Bowers was very nasty, and everybody said don't do anything because you can't beat him. And not only beat him, he got 35% of the vote. I guess his opponent, very good man as you know, he got 65%. So we're very happy about it. We've done a good job, and they're going to do a great job.
Mr. President, Amanda Head with Real America's Voice. The July jobs numbers came out. They didn't look as bad as people thought, but you dig into the numbers and it looks like a lot of Americans are actually having to get second jobs, and that's what was reflected. Your thoughts on that sector of the economy?
Well, the numbers aren't real. First of all, many fewer, millions fewer are working now than working during my administration. And they take them off the rolls when they're not looking for jobs. They're not looking for jobs. So you look at 3.5 or 3.7 or 3.9, but it's not a real number. It could be double that, it could be triple that, because they stop looking for jobs, so they take them off. So it makes it look much better. Now, our country is in trouble in so many ways, but one of them is the employment numbers. The employment numbers are terrible. They're really fake. They're fictitious. People aren't looking for jobs, so they take them off. They don't count them.
Mr. President,
you've got a lot of fans out there who are just dying for you to announce that you're going to run again in 2024. How much longer do you think they're going to have to wait before an announcement comes, sir?
Well, it's not a long period, regardless. Whether you go before or after, it's certainly not a very long period. The time is coming. And I think people are going to be very happy. Our country has never been in a position like this. We've lost everything. We've lost energy independence. We've lost our prestige. We've lost every single thing you could lose. Our country has never been at a low point, whether it's Afghanistan and the way they did it, where we gave away $85 billion worth of equipment, dead soldiers. We still have Americans over there as probably hostages, eventually will be hostages. There's never been a time like this. And then you look at the border. So we'll be making an announcement in the not too distant future.
Mr. President.
Say it.
Gabby Perosa from Americano Media. There's been a shift in the Hispanic voters toward the Republican Party. You started that in 2015, and now in 2022, that dramatic shift is going in your direction. What is your message for the Hispanic voters?
I love the Hispanic people. I love them. And they knew that. They felt that. You know, people feel things, and they felt that. They're entrepreneurial, they're hardworking. And I was just told as I came in that I had a tremendous vote by the Hispanic
And your advice for the candidates to connect with Hispanic people?
Well, I don't know, and I hope it's for the Republican Party, but I know it's been for Trump. And if you look at along the border and the border districts and areas, we won just about everything during the election. We were, as you know, we got millions and millions more votes this time than we did in 2016. We also got a lot more with the Hispanic. And I was very honored by the poll numbers I just saw. I think we were at 84%, and The second person was at 15%. So I was very honored by it. They're great people, hardworking, and remember this, very, very entrepreneurial. That I can tell you. Okay?
Mr. President, has anyone from the new ownership at CNN reached out to you to try to repair the relationship, and what do they need to do to regain credibility in the eyes of
Well,
conservatives?
CNN doesn't have any credibility, and it's so sad to see that we used to be a very important network, it used to be a very important platform, and I think they've actually gotten worse. I think it's a whole big con job that they're going to try and reach out, and they're going to try and get better. I think they've gotten worse. Not a lot of people are watching. They've lost tremendous credibility. They've lost a lot of money in terms of brand value and value. But I have not seen any sign that they've changed.
President Trump.
Mr. President, Phoenix, with Phoenix rising in America, you're a successful businessman, so I would imagine you make your decisions strategically and with logic. So what is the purpose of producing items that would say Trump Save America and giving them out at your events if you didn't plan on running?
Well, we're going to have to see whether or not we do that. But I think you and a lot of other people are going to be very happy, okay? I really do. I believe a lot of people.
Mr. President.
You know why? Our country is going to hell. And it's a very sad thing to watch.
Mr. President.
If you do decide to run in 2024 and take back the White House, will you pardon the non-violent January 6th political prisoners?
We'll certainly be looking at it, and very strongly. And you know, I've made statements about it before. I think many people are being treated very unfair, having to do with that, and we will be looking at that very strongly. I think you know the answer.
President.
More service members also. What about the unvaccinated service members who have lost their careers, their health benefits, their livelihoods?
I'd let them back. I'd give them back pay. I think it's a disgrace what happened to them. It's ridiculous. So I would give them their back pay, and I would let them back, and they understand that. They know it. Okay?
President Trump, Roman from the Epic Times. Do you have any message for Dick Cheney as you recently published an attack out against you?
Elections coming up. I hear Liz Cheney is way behind. She's a terrible representative for the country, but I hear she's way behind. Others are way behind, and the good ones, the ones that we like, are way, way up. And I was really honored to see these results. When you go 43-0, and then 8-0, and then in Texas, as you know, we were 33-0. It's a great honor, and we have one coming up soon, Liz Cheney. I think she'll go down because she's so bad for our country. She's just a warmonger, doesn't know what she's doing. So bad for our country.
Please support Brian for not pardoning Scooter Libby.
Well, he should have pardoned Scooter Libby, and I guess he didn't have the courage to do it. And the father, Cheney, as you know, didn't speak to him for a long period of time because he felt he should have done it. But I felt that I didn't know Scooter Libby. I didn't know him at all, but I felt that he was treated very unfairly. So I did give him a pardon. Bush decided not to do it. As to whether or not that's a lack of courage, you'd have to ask him. But he should have done it.
Will you support Brian Kemp in the November election against Stacey Abrams?
Say it, what?
Will you support Brian Kemp in the general election against Stacey Abrams?
Well, we'll be looking at everything. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, Virginia Allen.